Hello, my name is Collection Connoisseur. I collect digital thingamabobs and video games, and today I am playing Hollow Knight. Last time on Hollow Knight, I completed the Pantheon of the Master with all 4 bindings on. I also defeated the Radiant version of Oro and Mato in the Hall of the Gods. This time I plan to stay in the Godhome the entire episode and complete some more Radiant challenges. By the way, you can see that I've got 5 dots there. I believe that is related to the bindings that I've used. Not completely sure, but that's what I'm guessing. I need to unlock that 5th Pantheon sometime. So I said last time that I would be completing some easy ones and some hard ones. I don't know... I haven't decided which ones to do yet. I'm going to start with the Flukemarm. The Flukemarm, I think, is an easy boss. Haven't actually decided which bosses I'm going to do yet in this episode, so we will be deciding that together. Well, I guess you're not going to contribute in that decision, but you're going to see me deciding that. Wow, that was easy. Alright, so that was the Flukemarm unattuned. Let's go to Ascended. And I realized that I should probably look at what charms I have. I'm fine with what I have, I just wanted to look at what they are. Great. Let's go to Ascended. I think that I'm going to go with the Hornet for my hard boss that I do in this episode. So there is... I guess the change in this is the environment? Maybe he's spitting out more? It's hard to tell if there's an Ascended change or not. I think he might be spitting out more of the little enemies than he did in the attuned version. But we defeat him so quickly, it's very hard to tell. Now, can I defeat the Radiant version of this on my first try? I did get hit during the Ascended version. I wasn't trying very hard to not get hit, but still, I did get hit in the Ascended version, so therefore I could get hit in the Radiant version. Ho-ho. Maybe these guys have more life too, because they seem to not be going down as quickly. The little enemies? Ooh, there we go. Well, I did not defeat it in my first try. I think that the little enemies that he's spitting out have more life, because I believe with all of my nail upgrades and the Charm of Strength that I usually defeat those in 1 hit, and it looks like I'm defeating each of them in 2 hits now, which does greatly increase the challenge of this fight, but it greatly increases it from almost 0, so it's still not that much of a challenge. I see that it's coming out this side. Ho-ho, almost died there, actually. Great. That was the Flukemarm on Radiant. And I said that the Hornet would be my hard version this episode. I think the Hornet's going to be hard. The second version of the Hornet, at least. So let's do the easy one first, which is the Hornet Protector. That's the first version of the Hornet. I expect to be able to defeat this version of the Hornet on Radiant without much trouble at all. But the second version of the Hornet, I think would be hard to never get hit, because she puts out those traps, and I think the traps might be difficult to dodge every single time. There we go. There's the attuned version. I'm basically in this episode knocking down my list of things to do in this game. Just the number of things to do. And that will leave the more difficult ones. which I'm perfectly fine with. I would like to have a smaller set of things left to do that I can focus on a little bit more. By the way, I don't notice any difference in the Ascended version in this one either. It's very weird. I thought that there would be a difference in every Ascended version, and it seems like it's in almost none of the Ascended versions that there is a difference. Maybe it's half. I don't even know if my guess about what the change in the Flukemarm was actually a change in the Ascended version. So can I defeat the Radiant version of the Hornet on my first try? Definitely a possibility. I have to notice what she's doing all the time. That move is probably her most dangerous, because I don't notice when she's doing it as much as the other moves. Not because it's actually her dangerous move, I just don't notice it as well. That's probably her most dangerous move, just from a, like, she's actually attacking me at a good rate. Ooh, I dashed to where she was jumping. Well, that's one way to lose the Radiant version. Dash to where she jumps. Not a move that I was expecting to get hit by. Well, maybe I'm a 2 sort of person. I'm a 2 Radiant person. Some people, the 3rd try is the special one. I think mine, the 2nd try is the special one. I didn't know what she was doing, and she did the thing that I said I don't notice what she's doing very well. Oh, I almost dashed to where she was jumping again. I didn't even think of that being a problem, but it has been the biggest problem in the Radiant version of the Hornet. Great. That is the Radiant Hornet. The Radiant Hornet Protector. Now let's switch this knob and go to the hard version of the Hornet. This one I think will take me a few tries on Radiant. I think she is just significantly more challenging here. She still has some of the same moves. Like, her moveset doesn't completely change. She is faster though, isn't she? And I think that ball of string that she does has more string in it. It's a little bit bigger. Ooh, I also need to be careful about that. She parries. Let's destroy this. Yeah, the parrying could be a thing that kills me on the Radiant version. She was upside down when we defeated her. That was so weird. Okay, that was attuned. The attuned version of that Hornet was probably about the same level as the Radiant version of the first Hornet. Well, that's not true. The Radiant version of the first Hornet kills you in one hit, so that's not really fair. Radiant versions are significantly harder. Oh gosh, almost got hit there. Whoa. I think that she's tried to put out traps a couple of times, and my Grim has stopped her from doing so. At least that's what how I'm interpreting some of the things. Oh, I got hit by a trap. Yep. The traps might kill me on Radiant. I'm worried about the traps and her parry. But still, it looks like I could defeat that in my first attempt, actually. Which is a surprise. I thought that was going to be more difficult. Although I haven't done it yet, so let's see what it actually is like. Great. Ooh, almost got hit there. Her parry is the biggest problem, I think. And part of the reason that the parry is the biggest problem is that my little minions cause her to attack with the parry. So even if I notice that she's parrying, she might parry off of a minion attack instead of my attack. So part of the reason the parry is dangerous is because of the charms that I have, rather than its normal difficulty. Okay, that went well. She's parrying in the corner. I don't mind that. Alright, the traps. That had both a trap and a parry. The most dangerous of combinations, but I got past it. Oh, there's the traps again. Got rid of the traps. So I feel pretty good. Yes! Alright. The Hornet Sentinel I was able to do in one try on Radiant. Well, that's cool. Let's try something more to the right. I'm staying on the left too much. Let's go to the right. This is a good one. The Crystal Guardian. The Crystal Guardian, I think the original version of the Crystal Guardian should be no problem on Radiant. The enraged version, I just don't remember the battle well enough to know. Well, there was Attuned. I think that should be no problem on Radiant. This is another one that I think I could do in one try. Part of it is just dodging when he jumps, because sometimes when he jumps, I have the desire to jump, and that might jump into him. But with the extra jump from the Mothwing Cloak, dodging this is actually pretty easy. Dodging when he attacks with his laser. Well, that was Ascended. I think I can do the Radiant version, no problem. Now, I do remember to get to the enraged version of the Crystal Guardian in the world, you have to jump with the Mothwing Cloak. So they expect you to have the Mothwing Cloak for the second version, and therefore the battle probably changes knowing that you have that ability. Oh gosh. I was just right on where the laser was coming, and I did not notice in time to move. Well, maybe this will be another 2 attempts Radiant, instead of a single attempt Radiant. Oh, I almost got hit by that time. I dropped a little bit faster than I should have, because I don't know when the laser stops attacking. 2 attempts. This is going very well. This is exactly what I wanted in this episode, was to just knock out a bunch of Radiant challenges. The enraged version. What is different about the enraged version? I don't remember. So far it seems very similar. I don't remember what the difference between the enraged version is. Maybe he just did more damage and he's a little bit faster? That might not be enough to stop me. Let's go, Crystal Guardian. Oh gosh. That was a pretty dangerous spot there. Feel pretty good about not getting damaged during that. Fortunately, this is not the Radiant version, so not getting damaged wasn't, like, extremely significant, but I still was proud to have not gotten hit there. Got it. There's the Ascended version. Another boss that doesn't feel like it has any changes in the Ascended version. Next is Radiant. Let's go. Can I do it in the first try? So far, great. Oh, that was a little bit dangerous for a second there. That was slightly dangerous. There was a beam that was right at me then. Could have killed me. I'm pretty close, I think. So I might do this. Yes, I did it on the first try. That was the enraged version of the Crystal Guardian on Radiant. Wonderful. Well, I guess we'll do the God Tamer next. The God Tamer, I think, would be hard. I mean, I would have already died. In fact, I would have died twice already on Radiant. And part of it is because of the Tamer section of the battle. The God here, the big one, I'm not too worried about getting hit. I am worried about getting hit by the spit of the big one. But most of the attacks by the big one I'm actually not worried about at all. Great. I got hit 3 times though. I still would have won on Ascended if there are no other changes on Ascended than double damage. The Radiant of this one is going to be more difficult than the other ones that I've attempted so far this episode. I avoided the first hit there. Oh-ho. Want to see him. There we go. Have to see where he is at all times. Oh, I got hit by the previous spit that he had put on the ground. So far, other than that one hit, this is going very well. Oh, almost got hit by that. Just shoot some of these out while I'm over here. Are you gonna rush at me anytime? There we go. That's what I needed. Get back in the swing. Oh, I think the Grim got him. I only got hit once. Let's go to the Radiant version of that one. Radiant version of the God Tamer. Now, I'll have to not get hit at the very beginning. I think I normally get hit at the very beginning with the God Tamer, because the little one attacks me. Okay, got on the other side of him, that was good. Ooh, careful of the swing from the little one there. Oh, I hit the spit that was on the ground. Well, not the first attempt, but I wasn't really expecting the first attempt. It was certainly a possibility, but I was not expecting it. I like it when he rushes at me. There we go. Keep doing that. Doesn't look like he's about to do that again. Rush at me. Nope, nope, that's not what I wanted. I want you to rush at me. You're not doing it. There we go. Jumped over that. Oh gosh, that spit could have killed me. Glad that he rushed at me after that. Oh no! The little one jumped and killed me. I thought I had done great jumping over the spit there, but I ran right into the little one mid-air. That's the sort of thing that I can't really get away from doing by just practice. That's not a situation that comes up often enough in this battle for more practice to get rid of it. Okay, dodge the spit. Dodge it again. And again. Ho ho, the little one jumped, but I managed to not get hit by him that time. Watch the spit. Watch the little guy. The little guy almost got me there. Oh no. Okay. I was worried about the spit that was still on the ground. Rush at me. No? Don't you want to rush at me? You just like to spit. Don't like how much I'm in the corner here. There we go. That's what I wanted. We need the big one to be in front of me. Because if the big one is right there, then I can deal damage to the thing that actually ends the fight. Great. That's the God Tamer on Radiant. Well, let's continue to the right. Oh, there's not much left to the right. Zote. Let's do Zote. I've played so much Grey Prince Zote that this actually should be easy. It might not be easy, but it should be easy at this point. Right, I need to remember how the Grey Prince Zote battle works. When he jumps, you need to avoid the shockwaves, not just the jump. For some reason, that still hasn't gotten back into my head. I guess I've forgotten the Grey Prince Zote battle a lot more than I thought I had. But it'll come back quickly. Also, because of the way that Zote did tons and tons of damage previously, I'm very used to just never healing in this battle. Even though I could have there, I could have healed. It doesn't help me get better at the Radiant version though, so there's kind of no reason to. Let's go Zote. Oh man, dashing is not the way that you dodge that. That was not a very good showing. I still won, but that was attuned. So let's try Ascended. Ascended shouldn't actually be hard. Not with my level of Zote skill. But clearly, I need to refresh my Zote reflexes. So, remember, getting hit is terrible. Don't get hit. There we go. Good so far. Oops. Again, for some reason I have forgotten that you need to dodge the shockwaves. What is he doing? I couldn't see what he did there because of the exploding Zotes were in the way. I also realized that I'm using a different set of charms than I usually use on Zote. And that might be something that I could change to get better at this battle, just to use my normal Zote charms. Oh, I died because he bounced up to change phases. Sad. Well, I'm gonna change out my charms to be my normal Zote charms before we do that one again. I have to remember what my normal Zote charms are, but that shouldn't be too hard. So, I haven't typically used the glowing womb with Zote, and not the Sprint Master. So let's change to the Quick Slash. Or actually, what I usually do is the Shaman Stone. Let's change to the Shaman Stone. Yeah. This is my normal Zote attire. There he is. Ascended Zote. So in theory, and this is only a theory of mine, but in theory, the amount of life that Zote has is less here than he had in his most difficult phase in my previous attempts against Zote. Because I think that the increased levels of Zote increased not only his damage, but also his life. And I don't think that that is represented in the Godhome. I need to see what he's doing. He was falling down on me. So I believe that this battle is a little bit easier because I can defeat Zote faster. Ho ho, almost got hit there. Need to see what he's doing. Okay, there he is. Oh gosh, I got hit by one of those big balls immediately when it popped in. Those balls do 4 damage, by the way. Right, I only got hit once in the Ascended version. Putting on the right charms did the thing. I know that putting on the right charms didn't have that much effect, but it felt better because I had the charms on. The Radiant version really should be pretty much the same, except I can't get hit that one time that I got hit. So let's go, Zote. He spit out a guy. Almost got killed by the little guy that he spit out. Okay, don't like being in the corner. Stay out of the corner a little bit. Oh gosh, way too many things on the screen there. There were 2 little Zotes on the screen. There were the exploding Zotes, and he was doing a shockwave. I can do this. Come on, Zote. What is that nonsense? Just trying to protect yourself by putting those guys out? The exploding Zotes are probably one of his best moves because when he puts them out, I don't feel the ability to hit him as much. And destroying the exploding Zotes is a dangerous prospect, so I try not to... Oh, darn. That was more of a random death, honestly. But the exploding Zotes, I try not to destroy them myself because destroying them is dangerous, and it takes time that I could be using trying to dodge whatever his next attack is. So the exploding Zotes are one of his most dangerous attacks against me. Aside from, you know, the flail. The flail attack is the dangerous attack. Or when he just walks me into the corner and I never I never get a time where I think I should dash through him. The invincible, fearless, sensual, mysterious, enchanting, vigorous. I couldn't read all your titles. Oh, dodged that. Oh gosh, barely dodged that one. I don't want him to change. Oh man, he changed phases and bounced up. But I knew it was coming. Oh, that was sad. I intended to dash through him, and I timed the dash poorly. Well, Zote, you're apparently the hard one for this episode. I said I would do a few easy ones and at least one hard one. You're the hard one. Didn't expect... Well, when I picked Zote, I kind of knew that he would... Darn. I kind of knew that he would be hard when I decided to go up against Zote. But when entering this episode, I did not think Zote was going to be the hard one I would do in this episode. But let's go. Let's get it done. Once I defeat Zote, this Radiant Battle of Zote, then I have basically completed all the Zote in this game. I mean, that's a theory. Obviously, I don't know if there's more Zote in this game, but geez, there's been so much so far. Dodged that. That was a little bit dangerous. I've gotten a lot better at dodging the flail, although I really hate how he bounces up when he changes phases while doing the flail. Ooh, almost got hit by that explosion. It appeared almost directly on me. Oh gosh, dashed into him. Zote, I will defeat you. You cannot stop me. You are beautiful and powerful and terrifying. But you're not invincible. Don't like how high he spit those. That shouldn't have messed me up as much as it did, but it definitely messed me up that time. Dodge everything. I should just think about dodging. I've been very aggressive this episode, and that's really because I've been doing simpler enemies, so being aggressive is correct to a certain point. But with Zote, I need to be absolutely vigilant all the time. Especially Radiant version. And you'd think I would... You'd think I would think that way about all of the Radiant versions, but a couple of the Radiant versions I've done today, I've been happy about how aggressive I've been. Because just getting the battle done faster actually helps. But with Zote, you really do have to be vigilant. The battle is too long for you to just try to power through it. Okay. So far, so good. Don't like how the explosions are all where I am. Dash through Zote. First time I've successfully done that in this episode. Ho ho. The little Zote almost killed me there. Hope the Grim takes care of it, because I think it's still over there. Or I could die and then it no longer is a problem. Ick. Zote. Your Radiant version. Your Radiant version is so hard. Starts off with the flail. Previously, that might have killed me very quickly, but these days I'm much better than that. got rid of the little ones. And I figured out where he was dropping from. That was good. I dodged when he jumped... Oh, dodged when he jumped up between phases. So one thing that's been getting me with these attempts a lot more than it usually has are the shockwaves. I don't think I have gotten hit by Zote's shockwaves nearly as often as has happened in this particular episode. Almost didn't dodge that. Dodged through him. He was running at me. Didn't like how he was running at me. Alright, great. Good time to go to another phase. And he did this while we were in the corner, which allows me to get to the other side of him no problem. I like that. Ho-ho. Saw what he was doing in time to react to it. He's jumping. Avoid the shockwaves. And win. That was the Radiant version of Grey Prince Zote. Yes. That was the hard one for today. So I know that there are secrets here. I'm gonna dream nail this. Okay. I did not think that that would be a secret in the Godhome, but it could be. So I tried it. Let's do another easy one. Let's do a ghost. I've been playing the normal bosses a little bit. Let's try doing one of the ghost bosses. I think all the ghost bosses are up here. Which one do I think will be easy? I don't know, but Marmu will be fun. Let's do Marmu. I haven't played against Marmu in a long time, as you know, so I am a little bit worried about defeating this on the Radiant version, just because I'm very much out of practice. But that was the attuned version, no problem. Let's try Ascended. Ooh, the walls have spikes now, and we're in a smaller arena. That doesn't really change based on how I fight Marmu, but I can see how that is a cool change to add. The way that I fight Marmu is to try to stand in the center and bounce him off my nail. Oh man, I've gotten hit twice here. That does not spell things well for the Radiant version. Here we go, Radiant version. I think for the Radiant version, I'm going to change out one of the charms that I have, because the Shaman Stone is clearly not helping. I don't know if these will cause Marmu to act differently, like it caused the massive Moss Charger to act differently. So I don't know if I want to do this one. But I'm going to try it. I might be screwing myself up rather than improving my chances, but I'm gonna go for the possibility of improving my chances. Right, Marmu. I honestly don't get much soul in this battle, so my little guys might not do much either. This is going very well. Oh man, I did it on the first try. That was Radiant Marmu. Cool. I guess we'll try another one. Who do I want to do, though? Definitely not Markoth. Galleon would be hard. I'm gonna do the Elder Who, the Doctor. So, Elder Who, I remember you from long ago. I basically need to just notice where the rings are coming. That's really all it's about. Notice where the rings are coming. There. And the more often he does that move, the more often I have basically downtime to think about it. Oop, there we go. I got hit by a ring. I've gotten hit once by one of the rings. I think this might be hard on Radiant, and really the challenge here is that I'm probably 80% likely to dodge a ring that was placed directly above me, and therefore it's really luck of where the rings are that causes the Radiant version to be easy or hard. But if he places an attack directly above me, like that, I think I dodge it 80% of the time. Which means if he does that twice per time, then I've got 80% of 80%. And if he does it 3 times, then I have 80% of 80% of 80%. And every time you multiply by 80%, you're going down. Well, let's see. Radiant Elder Who, can I defeat you? I selected that really fast. That was the Radiant version. In case that how little time that was on the screen didn't show you. Ho ho, that was hard. Having the Shade Soul is very helpful here because if I dash at the right time, I avoid it no matter where the rings are. Also, I need him to be near me to get most of the hits in. Well, I think this is going very well. I've hit him a lot. Every time he does that, he's just meaning that I've got more minions to throw at him. Great. Elder Who. First attempt. That feels really good. And I'm going to do one more. I'm not going to do a ghost this time. Let me do one more from down here in the early place. Not the Mantis Lords. Could be the Oblobble. The Collector? The Collector should be easy. I think the Collector should be easy. I just have to be careful. Also, I disagree with your collecting. I'm the Collector. You are not the Collector. You are a sad version of an attempted Collector. He's got a couple bugs out right now. Here we go. Ooh, he hit me. Hit me again. So I've gotten hit twice in the Attune version. That does not bode well for the Radiant version. Hit 3 times. I should really try to attack his collectibles. I got hit 4 times. When he attacks a little bit forward of where he is. So I need to stay further away from him than I think I need to. And I think I need to mainly worry about the little enemies that pop out. And let my minions worry about hitting the collector a whole bunch of times. So, get rid of the minions. Yeah, he attacks a little bit forward of where he's standing. Ooh, that was a different type of minion. I think he puts out more challenging minions. Yes, that is a more challenging minion. Oh, so the Ascended version is different. He puts out more... Oh my gosh, he puts out the most hateful beings. He puts out the primal aspids. We're seeing the dangerous part of his collection. The spiky balders are not that much more challenging than balders, but the primal aspids are scary. Oh ho, primal aspid, I hate you. Oh ho, this is going very well though. Let's hope I can repeat this on Radiant, because it's going very well, but I'm still on Ascended. And just being able to repeat this, what I've done here, is necessary. The primal aspids, the hateful ones. He's basically just placing out the upgraded versions of the little enemies that he places out in the first version, in the attuned version. Okay, so remember, kill everything that he pops out. Stay a little bit further away from him than you think you should, because he attacks in front of him. That's my lesson. Yeah, he attacked there. And I was far enough away that it didn't hit me, but it wasn't a place that I thought that he would be able to hit. Ho ho, I barely killed that before it hit me. Okay, going well so far. We're at the second phase. I can tell because of how many of these beakers. Oh, now we're on the third phase. But he puts out more beakers in each phase. So the third phase he puts out 3. Oh gosh. Got me. I can do that though. It's hard, but it's not too hard. I have to be a lot more aware. Need to be watching for a lot more things than I normally do in a battle. So it's an intense battle, even if it isn't as hard as some of the other ones that I've gone up against. It feels more intense. Putting a hit on him a little bit each time is good too. But putting the hits on him is not as important as dodging his attacks. So remember that. Dodge the attacks. Yeah, that was an attack, and I dodged it by going under him. Going well so far. Ooh. I thought that the Grim had taken care of that, but I guess it takes more than one Grim attack. Third time? Third time is the charm for some people. Second time is usually the charm for me. Somewhere along the way, my recording stopped. I don't know how much you missed, but I'm on my third attempt of defeating the Collector on Radiant. And hopefully you didn't miss much, but I noticed that my recording had stopped, so I paused and dealt with that. So mainly what I need to think about here is destroying all of the little things that he puts out. All of the enemies that he puts out need to be killed. And I can put on like a couple of hits on him every time he falls down, but I should not worry about putting too many. I should worry about the other enemies. The enemies other than the Collector in this battle. Oh, he got hit. Oh, darn. Didn't notice where he was going there. Oh well. So, fourth time. Is fourth time the charm? Let's hope so. I said that the second time is usually the best for me, so the fourth time is 2 times 2. Therefore, it is also the time for me. Need to put a couple of hits on him, especially in these early phases. There we go. He staggered for a brief second there, if you missed it. The Collector hasn't attacked much here. He's mainly just dropped other things to attack for him, and I am worried about the Collector's attack. He attacks a little bit in front of him, so I miss it some of the time. And I didn't really learn where the Collector attacks until this Godhome challenge. I think I noticed it in the Ascended version, maybe? But now that I've noticed it, I'm probably much better at the Collector than I've ever been before. Thought I was dashing through there, though. I thought the Shade Cloak was active during that dash. Huh. Don't know why I got hit in that last one. Well, is this the 5th time? This is the 5th time. I need to remind myself in case my recording doesn't have one of the attempts. See that right there. He attacks much further out in front of him than I expect. And I really should stay away from the Collector more often in these Radiant attempts. More often than I think that I should. Because I want to get close to him so that I can hit him with the nail. Okay, that time I'm sure that the Shade Cloak was active. So what happened? Maybe the dash ended on top of him. That's possible. Alright, Collector. You've been the second larger challenge for today. But just like the first one... Darn. I'm trying to dash too much to avoid attacks. And I say too much because it's not working. If it was working, it would be perfectly well. But it's not working enough, so I should dodge attacks more by just being out of the way. Yeah, so that was a weird attempt there of being out of the way, but I think it was the right thought. Okay, get rid of the creatures he put out. Okay, that was a dangerous dash. Worked out, but it was dangerous. I like dashing under his first jump. I think dashing under his first jump is a lot easier than dashing under his second jump. Oh no! Okay, he did not attack. May have died there if he had. I need to kill that thing. Great. Oh, I did not intend to dash. That was just a miss button click. Collector? I will defeat you. I will defeat you soon. I do intend to beat the Collector in this episode. I don't know how many Godhome challenges I've completed in this episode, but it's been quite a few. We've made good progress on some big goals. Oh my gosh. The Aspid. No! The Primal Aspid killed me. The hateful ones. Here we go. Need to think about it. Think about everything. Be alert. Be vigilant. Follow your patterns. You get a couple of good hits off the... Oh my gosh. I'm probably going to do an instant replay of how that one just went down, because I died because my Grim staggered him. What a weird way to die. There we go. I like going under him when he does his first jump. I think I get more hits in and it feels safe. Oh gosh. Get rid of the spiky boulder. Get rid of the Primal Aspid. It's really these little creatures that are the big problem. I mean, they're the main thing that he does in the fight, so it makes sense that they're the main problem. He doesn't attack so much as he puts out creatures to attack for him, which I approve. I approve of his strategy there. Get rid of that enemy. The hateful one. Great. Putting damage on. Got rid of that. Oh gosh, dashed into him. If I had stood my ground instead of dash, that would have been just fine. I don't know how many phases he has. I didn't really pay that much attention in the Ascended version, so I don't know how far I am away from winning. But it feels like I should be close. It feels like I have the patterns down, and I just need to actually successfully implement them. Oh, I like dodging under him. I think that's my best strategy here, is just dodge under him when he's jumping. Oh gosh. Dodge under the first jump. If you dodge under the second jump, it doesn't work as well. Yeah. Ho-ho! Did it! That felt fast, too. I guess I got a lot of hits in. Alright, that is it for this episode. I didn't talk about several things I was planning to talk about, because I was engrossed in the battles. But I will say a couple things. Next time I am not planning to be in the Godhome the whole episode. I'm planning to go out and about and go to the White Palace and complete the challenge there. Other than the White Palace challenge, I might go and look at some poetry coconuts. I've got that on my list, and I plan to not do the Godhome next time. In this episode, I completed a whopping 10 Radiant battles, more than doubling my total. Including the Attuned and Ascended, that means I completed 30 new things, one every 2 minutes. If you'd like to see the detailed tracking sheet, there's a link in my video description. New episodes every Sunday, and thanks for watching.